Hey, my name is Kenny Johnston. I'm a director of product here at GitLab. I'm here for my, now maybe it's becoming weekly walkthrough recording. Let me go ahead and share my screen. Today, I'm going to be doing a walkthrough for Terraform. So I wanted to use the Terraform MR widget. I decided I'd just start with, when I Googled our docs for Terraform, came across this page, said infrastructure as code with Terraform and GitLab. Cool. So gave me some quick start instructions. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Let me go to my examples project that I usually use for these types of things. I think Victor, our awesome product manager in the configure section, has some examples with Terraform already, but I'm gonna create my own. Okay, new project. Gonna make it blank. Oh, actually, let me see. Were there any templates related to Terraform? No. Okay. Then I'm going to create a new one. Gonna make it public. Let's go to README. Okay. Here I am. I need to add some CICD. Add a new file. I don't want to. Is there Terraform? Oh, there's a template. Oh, that. It's more complicated than I wanted. I'm not going to do that one. Maybe that's what gets included when I do this. Okay, so here's my GitLab CI file. I also need to add some Terraform, and I had done a little bit of searching for just like some basic Terraform examples using AWS. So I'm going to do that. This has some like basic content for your main.tf files. So first thing I'm going to do is go back over here and add a new file. It's my main.tf. So in the quick start says, hey, add this, make sure to use latest instead of stable and may include breaking changes, including the latest GitLab Terraform image. That's great, using to manage Terraform State and creating 4 pipeline stages. Use Terraform commands. More about setting up GitLab managed Terraform State. Let's read that, okay. Gotta have maintainer access required. To get started with GitLab managed Terraform State, there are 2 options. Use GitLab CI. Okay, I want to use that one. If you want to start with local environment, you can also use GitLab CI to find your Terraform plan and Terraform apply commands. Next, configure the backend. I think that this is what the CI YAML file did in the quick start. But what I haven't done is initialize anything in GitLab. Let's do this reference progress check real quick. This doesn't use the quick start specifically. I think that says default, so I think that if I'm not using GitLab's Terraform backend, but I do want to see what happens when this pipeline ran. So when I made this commit, it ran these things. It did init. Yeah, okay, so I think the Terraform state got initialized actually by that quick start, which is cool. Let's see if we can confirm that. No, no state here. What failed in this first one? So there was no match there, but there was on this one. Let's just try this. Maybe it's already set up. So let me see if that's the case. I'm just going to add some content to my main TF and C as part of a merge request. I don't have any variables added for this, so this should fail. Okay, so I think that the quick start should give me a pipeline for this merge request. And then there should be some Terraform plan output, even though I think that the content I added is not valid because I don't have any. Let's go back to this. It's for migrating. I got lost in this setting up. Okay, that makes sense that it couldn't validate. Okay. I think I saw that in the intro. I would want to start with the provider and region. So let's do that. should have a new pipeline run that will perform that same validation. Still a little bit confused about the Terraform state and when that gets instantiated and if I needed to do that or not. What I haven't done is provided any environment variables for my AWS access key or secret. Let's see if that tells me where to do that. Okay, so this is saying, hey, if I want to set this up, I could use the quick start. Okay. Still a little bit confused about how I provide. Okay, so in this case, validate seemed to work. I at least had a valid syntax for my Terraform definition. But why did it do build? Okay, so this was the plan. That's saying Terraform has been successfully initialized, but I didn't have a provider, so it failed. So I think I'm figuring out that what I need to do is add those environment variables. So in this other window, I'm going to look at my AWS account. Bear with me. Okay, logged in as a root user. My AWS account. Y'all can't see this, so I don't want to show you my keys. No, I'm not finding where you set up like roles in your IAM account. Why can't I find that? for some reason I went to the marketplace. How did I get there? That's why. Okay. No, come on. Why did you do that? Okay, I think I found it. Man, that took a while. Okay. I need a new, this is telling me exactly what I needed from AWS for this example. Okay, I need users. I need a new user. This username is Terraform sample user. It's gonna be programmatic user, and then I gotta give it permissions. Gotta add specific policies. And the policies I need to add are EC2 full access. Let's just do that for now. Don't need any tags. Let's create the user. Okay, I've got an access key and a secret key, and I'm just gonna, just so nobody sees this, I'm gonna add these to my, oh, that was the example. Add these to my CICD settings. So for those following along, I would go to variables, and but I'm not gonna add them where you can see them. I'm gonna add them over here. So just 1 second. And they told me the variable names that I needed to add that. Oh, cool. GitLab auto completed that for me. And then the access key is this. I want to mask it and protect it. And then I'm going to add my AWS secret access key. Thanks GitLab for auto completing that. I'm going to mask that one too. Okay. All right, now I'll bring this back to here so you can see I've got 2 variables. Those are the 2 of them. Let's just see if I run this pipeline again. Huh, I wonder why I don't have the run pipeline option here. I guess I'll make a change. The next step here after deploying a single server was just to do that. Yeah, I didn't mean that. I don't want to do that. I just want to do that in single file editor. Okay. So Now let's see if this pipeline doesn't fail now because it actually has credentials to perform this plan in the pipeline variables. I will say that this kind of starting point didn't really show that to me. What I'm trying to get to is this like, hey, I've got a Terraform report. This is the example. I think most of this is covered in the quick start. What I was missing was the, hey, Terraform is going to need some variables for your it says what it does, but it doesn't say like, hey, if you're using this quick start, here's the things that you're also going to need to do. Like, here's the exact steps for doing it. And maybe what would results. That might help in these docs. This provider is about using Terraform to manage GitLab. That's not what I'm looking for. Let's check back in on my pipeline. While we're waiting, here, no credential, no valid providers in chain. Maybe this intro is old. Okay. I thought all I needed to do was wonder what this means. No valid credential sources for AWS provider found. Let's just Google that. That doesn't seem right. It's obviously some Terraform thing I'm not completely understanding. So I create the role, I install Terraform, I export these variables. That should be the same as what I'm doing in GitLab. Let me check those, my CICD settings. I am really not sure. Maybe I need to do this. Yeah, I think maybe that is what's going on. I think that article I was reading is outdated. Let's try this. Why did I do the web ID? All right, maybe that will work. I have to assume that this provider documentation example usage, that we're using a up-to-date version of Terraform, it says that all these methods are supported for providing variables, including environment variables. Excuse me, I just sneezed. Hard-coded credentials are not suggested. You could do them here, environment variables, just as long as you do these, which I did. I could use shared credential files. I'm not doing that. Let's see if that was the problem. Validated. Now on to building. One thing I want to show is that we don't have any EC2 instances. This is my AWS console. No instances. I shouldn't have any after this because it's just a merge request. But when I merge the merge request to my master branch, I do expect that it would then create the resources for me. Okay, yeah, you initialize, but no. Okay. Let's see some of these other examples. Doesn't seem to be any like injection of the CI variables in any of these examples. Let's get some of these pipelines. Well, this example one, no, has an invalid region. Seems to have similar errors in that example. I wonder if I have to do something like that. That's not explained anywhere. Yeah, I'm still not sure how you were supposed to provide variables. Let's go back to the quick start. I really want to use this quick start. Just not sure. Error configuring Terraform. No valid credential sources for Terraform AWS provider found. Okay, here's my Terraform. It doesn't say where I provide my. Ah, man, that was why. Okay. I don't want them only on protected branches. Maybe this is why. We'll see. They're not able to run because that is a this MR is not on a protected branch. And I need that value even to run the plan, I assume. Let's see if that works. Fingers crossed. And a notes doc somewhere. I haven't even taken notes. There it is. Okay. So one thing was in the quick start, not sure of the other setup steps, like adding, what does Terraform call them? Provider authentication. And then when adding, thinking about the variables, we should that's all assuming that this works. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Well, it did work. Let's see. Pipeline was successful. 1 Terraform report was generated from my pipeline. Awesome. Report was generated in your pipeline. Report resources. It's going to change 1 to add, 0 to change, 0 to delete. Let's check out that log. Okay. Why did it send me? The log didn't send me to the place where I'd want. I would think, okay, so the sent me to the job, but it'd be cool to send me to the right exact link. Okay, so MR widgets sends you to the job, but not to the exact plan output. I think is kind of the point. So yeah, just to be clear, when I jumped here, it took me to just jobs, but not jobs. It'd be great if it could figure out where it would need to be, where this content came from, because that's where I want it. Well, something like that is where I want it to be. These are the things that are created. Here's the things I'm going to use to create. None. Where's where it's showing what I'm actually going to create? Block images. Yeah. So sorry. This is going to give me a new AWS instance. I'm going to know all this stuff after I apply, but it's going to tell me the AMI. Or is that just an example? I thought that output would have shown me. Okay. But the thing I next want to do is merge this and see what happens after I merge. Let's try it. Okay. Merge. Okay, I have a merge pipeline here. It's running, it's going to init, validate, build, and then run a deploy job. Let's check out that. That's cool. So overall, the quick start did what I expected. Just a bit confusing to get started. I think this part, this CI variables part, especially because it was defaulted to protected, it would be important that we highlight to folks that they need to not do that. I think especially because the quick start is kind of obfuscating the writing of your CI YAML that would tell you, oh, this is for a merge pipeline. So that's a good, I think that's a good usability improvement. What did I do? I was looking for the pipeline after merge. You can watch that, and then hopefully, oh, I should just check to make sure. No instances available right now. Okay, and then after that pipeline finishes, we should have some instances. I think I read that this deploy job is going to have a manual trigger, but let's make sure that this one completes. Then after that, I think we should be good. I left my screen, sorry. Hopefully y'all can still see that. While we're at it, let's look at the Terraform state. See if that actually gets populated now. No, okay, so some updated 6 days ago. Oh, sorry, that's not the right one. That's not mine. This one is mine. Yeah, okay, so I don't have a managed Terraform state, but I thought that was part of the quick start. Maybe it only happens after I do a first deploy. Okay, build finished. I got to do the manual deploy job. All right, I triggered it. Let's watch it. Apply complete. Okay. Let's go back, check what this is in GitLab. This is the commit. Where's my MR? Here's my MR. Okay. So this merged. I have a post merge pipeline that did this deploy. Let's see. Do I have an instance? No, I don't. Maybe I'm not in the right region. Yeah, I'm not in Oregon. Where did I say that was going to get created? US East. I should have shown you this before, but here it is, recently created. It's up and running. Maybe I can find out when it was created so you can believe me that it was just recently created. Updated less than a minute ago. Okay, there you go. So it was just created. Sorry, I was showing you that screen before that it was blank, but it was the wrong region. Apologies for that. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go back to my example and see what happens if I remove this resource. Remove the C2 instance. Okay, hopefully this succeeds and I'm going to hit margin prep vacancies. But this is great. Definitely a little bit of struggle just figuring out how to use that quick start. But once did, the widget showed up great, and it felt like the quick start made some smart decisions for me that made it easy for me to get started with Terraform. So overall, great. I will make sure to post this for the team. Thanks, everybody.